Welcome back, movie lovers, and welcome to Movie Sci-Fi. Today we're diving into Disney's boldest leap back to the Pride Lands with Mufasa, The Lion King, the 2024 prequel that lets us see the rise of the great king himself, Mufasa. Here's the deal. Disney decided it wasn't enough for The Lion King to be one of the highest-grossing films of all time. So naturally they went, what's next? Live-action prequel. And here we are. Directed by Academy Award-winning Barry Jenkins, Mufasa aims to show us how Mufasa became, well, Mufasa. But does it capture the magic of the original, the kingly charisma, the emotional weight? Or is it just another cash grab in the endless savanna of Disney live-action remakes? Let's break this down step by step, starting with the story. So, the story doesn't waste time trying to reinvent the Lion King wheel. It's framed as Rafiki telling a bedtime story to Simba's cub, an origin story, if you will. We meet young Mufasa, a scrappy cub separated from his pride. He befriends Taka, who you might know better as Scar. Yes, Scar, before the betrayal and villainous eyeliner. The two lions set off on a mission to find a safe haven, which, you guessed it, eventually becomes the Pride Lands. Along the way, Mufasa learns leadership, empathy, and courage, skills that shape his path to become king. Meanwhile, Scar takes, let's call it, a different route, shaped by bitterness and rejection. But here's the catch. The plot isn't really anything groundbreaking. It's mostly a series of moments where the characters meet people and creatures we already know from The Lion King, like they're putting together a nostalgia-filled scavenger hunt. Think of it like one of those origin story spin-offs you didn't ask for, but shrugged and watched anyway. And here's where the problem lies. It's not that a prequel about Mufasa couldn't be interesting, it could. But the story feels more like an excuse to meet familiar faces in shiny new CGI than something with depth or urgency. Trying to explain how Superman got his cape when we already love him flying around with it. Was it fun? Occasionally. Was it memorable? Not so much. Now let's talk visuals, because if there's one thing this movie gets right, it's the visuals. The animation delivers stunning realism, like watching a nature documentary come to life. Disney proves once again that their photorealistic CGI game is unmatched. There's a scene where Rafiki is literally making snow angels. Yes, snow angels, in Africa. The way the snow particles interact with his body is so detailed, you'd almost forget it's animated. Absolutely wild. And this time, the lions, well, they finally learned to emote better. Remember in the 2019 Lion King, when the expressions were so lifeless that Simba looked bored during Mufasa's death scene? Yeah, that doesn't happen here. There's at least a 15% improvement in emotion. Enough to make the characters feel more alive without losing that Nat Geo realism. It's not quite animated Mufasa winking at young Simba artistic, but it's a step in the right direction. But let's not pretend that pretty pixels can save the day entirely. Sure, it looks amazing, but is the story worth staring at for a full 90 minutes? We'll get to that. Now here's something interesting, the music, or should I say, the Lin-Manuel Miranda experiment that happened to have lions in it. Fun fact, Disney tapped Lin-Manuel Miranda, yes, the guy who brought us Hamilton and Moana, to compose the new songs for this movie. And look, Lin is undeniably talented. The guy could probably write a rap about grass growing and make it sound impressive. But here's the thing, the music just doesn't feel like The Lion King. Sure, it's catchy in that Lin-Manuel way, but it lacks the soul of the original Hans Zimmer or Elton John tracks. Remember the chills we got when Circle of Life roared to life in 1994? Yeah, you're not gonna feel that here. Sadly, the songs end up feeling misplaced, like they're from another movie entirely. Also, side note, Lin skipped out on Moana 2 for this project. We might need to respectfully ask him if that was the best decision. So let's address the elephant or lion in the room. Did we really need this prequel? The harsh truth is, not really. As an exploration of Mufasa's backstory, this movie doesn't offer anything earth-shattering. It's mainly a series of small events padded with humor from Timon and Pumbaa and callbacks to The Lion King. And while yes, every character has a backstory, that doesn't mean every backstory needs a feature-length movie. Even Scar's big moment, his villain origin story, where he gets the name Scar, let's just say it feels awkward and forced. Like, how do you screw that up? That's Scar's whole deal. So here's the bottom line. If you're a Disney superfan or just in the mood for eye-popping CGI, Mufasa, The Lion King might be worth checking out. It delivers gorgeous visuals and solid voice performances, with Aaron Pierre doing a great job as young Mufasa. But beyond the visuals, it's not essential viewing. There's no big emotional gut punch, no unforgettable moment that justifies why this story had to exist. It's entertaining in parts, but largely forgettable. In short, Mufasa, The Lion King is a beautifully animated teaser to a story you already know. And while it serves as a passable family film for Christmas, I doubt it'll leave a lasting roar. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What about yours? Did Mufasa, The Lion King capture your heart, or did it leave you saying Hakuna Matata? And what other Disney prequel stories would you actually love to see? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Movie Sci-Fi, your go-to channel for all things movie magic, sci-fi, and everything in between. Until next time, keep loving movies and stay curious.